It is a Wednesday morning. The clock by the door says 9:42. A woman is at the front desk. She holds a pink lunchbox. There is a small white rabbit sticker on the lid. The sticker is too cute. It is too sweet for an adult. Two grown coworkers don't share stickers like that. I walk past her with my head down. There is a coffee cup in my hand. The cup is from the break room machine. It is cheap and thin and too hot. The side of my hand turns red. My hand is not cold, but it shakes. Then I hear her voice. "Hi, I'm here to see Brandon Mills," she says to the front desk girl. "I'm his fiancé." I stop. I don't turn around. My feet just stop in the middle of the hall. Fiancé. The word is clear. There is no other word it can be. I walk on to my desk. My cubicle is 4A. The chair next to mine is empty. Brandon's cubicle is 4B. He is in a meeting on the 4th floor. The screen on my desk shows 14 new emails. None of them open. Last night, Brandon came over to my apartment. He cooked pasta in my small kitchen. He stayed until 11 p.m. Before he left, he kissed me at the door. He said, "Drive safe." I went out for milk after he left. He didn't say anything more than that. He never says anything more in 4 months of dating. Brandon never once said, "I love you." Not on a Friday night. Not in his car after he kissed me. Not on the morning after he stayed over. I told myself he was just quiet. He was careful. He was hurt before. There was a reason for his silence. The reason was wrong. The phone on Brandon's desk rings. The receptionist's voice carries through the open office. "Mr. Mills, there is someone here to see you. She says she is your fiancé." A man, 2 desks down, looks up. So does a woman by the printer. 3 people, then 4. I look up too, like everyone else. My face stays normal. I am the best in this office at a normal face. My mom always said I have a good poker face. Brandon comes down a minute later. He walks past my cubicle. He looks at me for 1 second only. His face is white. He doesn't stop. He goes straight to the front desk. I watch him. He hugs the woman. He kisses her on the forehead. It is easy, natural. There is nothing fake in it. The woman gives him the pink lunchbox. Brandon laughs at something she says. He says thank you. They stand and talk for 3 minutes. I count. 1, 2, 3. Then I get up. The break room blurs as I walk to the bathroom. The door clicks behind me when I lock it. There are no tears. The mirror shows my face. My eyes are dry. My face is normal. My lips are a little pale. That is all. Did I make this up? My voice asks the mirror. Did I make all of it up? The mirror has no answer. "You're new?" That was the first thing Brandon ever said to me. It was 14 months ago, on my first day. I was 24 then. Before this job, I worked at Target for 3 years. Part-time. This was my first real, full-time job. There was a new blazer on my back that day. I bought it at Marshall's for $34.99. The price tag is still in my drawer at home. I don't know why I kept it. The night before, I didn't sleep. I brushed my teeth twice that morning. Brandon sat next to me. Cubicle 4B. I was 4A. He showed me how to use the company software. He shared the better Wi-Fi password from the 5th floor. He pointed me to the cleanest bathroom. Brandon was 29 and kind from minute 1. Week 3. Every day, break room. Brandon had a habit. Every Friday, Skittles from the vending machine. He picked out the orange ones. He put them in a small pile on the corner of the table. He shared the rest with me. "You hate orange," he said the first time. I didn't remember telling him that. Maybe I did, in week 1. Maybe I forgot. I felt warm. I felt happy. By month 6, my car was in the shop. Brandon offered to drive me home after work. He drove me 3 days in a row. By day 4, my car was fixed. I didn't tell him. He still offered. I still said yes. By month 10, he kissed me. We sat in his car after work, in the rain. He pulled over on a side street. He kissed me. I kissed him back. By month 11, he stayed over at my apartment for the first time. He brought a small bag with a toothbrush and a clean shirt. He put the toothbrush next to mine in the bathroom cup. 4 months passed like that, not fast, not rushed. I told my mom about him on the phone. Mom asked, "Is it serious?" "I think so," I said. "I thought so." But Brandon never said, "I love you." He never said, "This is serious." He never said, "I want a future with you." Not once. He just did things. Came over, ate dinner, stayed the night, left in the morning. I told myself a story. He's quiet. He's careful. He's hurt before. There was no question about old girlfriends from me. There was no question about his family. There was no question about anything. I trusted my own feeling. There was one moment, only one. I felt strange. It was a Sunday night. Brandon's phone rang. He stood up from my couch. He went out on the balcony to take the call. He spoke very low. I didn't hear his words. He talked for 8 minutes. I counted in my head. When he came back inside, he smiled at me. "Who was that?" I asked. "My mom," he said. I believed him. There were no more questions from me. The moment passed. Today, at the front desk, Brandon hugged a woman named Lauren. He kissed her on the forehead. Easy, natural. I stood in the bathroom and looked in the mirror. Was that Mom? I wash my face. Cold water. The paper towel is rough. I throw it in the trash. I walk back to my desk. Brandon's seat is still empty. There is a yellow post-it note on my keyboard. The note has one word in his handwriting. Lunch? No date. No question mark. One word. Like every day for 14 months, my eyes go to the note. I don't pick it up. I don't write back. It is 5:47 p.m. that same evening. The sky is gray, with October light. Dry leaves cover the ground. The leaves are yellow and brown. I stand in the parking lot next to Brandon's car. His car is a black 2019 Honda Civic. He bought it last year, used. The wind is cold. I don't have a jacket. My hands go in my work pants pockets. I wait. Brandon comes out of the building at 5:53. He sees me. He stops walking for a second. Then he keeps coming. He stops in front of his car. He says nothing. "We need to talk," I say. "I know," he says. He unlocks the car. We get in. He doesn't start the engine. The parking lot lights turn on. They are yellow. A dry leaf lands on his windshield. It doesn't slide off. A black crow sits on the light pole above us. The crow does not move the whole time we sit there. I look at the leaf so I don't have to look at his face. "Are you engaged?" I ask. It is my first question. Brandon looks at the steering wheel. Yes. How long? 3 years. How long with me? 4 months. I wait for him to say more. I wait for him to explain. He doesn't. He just sits there. That is the part that hurts the most. He doesn't say, I'll leave, Lauren. He doesn't say, I'll do the right thing. He says nothing. Why, I ask. Brandon is quiet for a long time. The crow on the light pole still doesn't move. Then he speaks. I don't have a good answer, Haley. Try. Brandon looks at the steering wheel for a while. Lauren and we've been together 8 years. The wedding is all planned, and I was scared. He stops. You didn't ask anything. That was easier. He doesn't say more. A cold feeling sits in my stomach. My mouth is dry. There is no water in the car. You used me because I didn't ask. I didn't use you. I never said I was free. You assumed. That is the line. That is the line that makes me go quiet. In my head, I count back. Brandon never said, I'm single. He never said, you're the only one. He never said, I'm not seeing anyone else. Not once. He just ate lunch with me, drove me home, kissed me, stayed over. The story was mine. I wrote it by myself, in my own head, with no help from him. For 4 months, I told myself a love story. The story was wrong. It's my fault, too. I see that now. Are you going to tell her? I ask. No. Are you going to call off the wedding? No. Then what was this? Brandon thinks for a minute. I don't know. Something that wasn't supposed to happen. But it did. I'm sorry. There is no movement in me. No yelling. No tears in his car. No fist on his window. There is just one more question. Were you ever going to stop? He thinks. Then he says, probably after the wedding. Yeah, that is the worst moment. Not because he cheated on Lauren. Not because he lied to me. It is because he had a plan. In that plan, I was a temporary thing. Like a season. Like a small project at the office. A thing with a stop date. Probably is the word that hits me hardest. He doesn't even know for sure. Maybe he just planned to keep me around and end it when he got bored. I open the car door. I get out. The door closes behind me. It doesn't slam. There are no tears in front of him. My own car is 3 rows down. I walk to it. I get in and drive home. On the way home, the light turns red at Meridian Street and 16th Street. I sit at the light. My head is not on Brandon. It is on Lauren, the woman with the pink lunchbox. The woman who doesn't know about me. My hands grip the wheel. The wheel feels colder than the air. There is a question in front of me. I don't want to face it. Should I tell her or not? The light turns green. The car behind me honks. I drive on. I find Lauren on Instagram 3 days later. Lauren Hayes. Her profile is open. She has 2,400 followers. There are engagement photos. There is a wedding countdown in her bio. There is a hashtag, number Lauren and Brandon. The wedding is in 28 days. I send her a message. Hi, I'm Brandon's coworker. He talks about you a lot. I want to put together a small wedding gift from the team, but I'm not sure what you guys need. Could we grab coffee? Sorry for the random message. She reads it in 5 minutes. She replies right away. She is warm. She sends 3 smile faces. We meet at a Starbucks in Broad Ripple on Saturday. Broad Ripple is the small, fun part of Indianapolis. There are cafes and old shops there. Lauren picks the place. She is already there when I walk in. She has black coffee with 3 sugars. She wears an orange cardigan. The cardigan is the same orange as the Skittles Brandon used to pick out for me. Her hair is up in a high bun. She is 30. Haley, hi, she says. She stands up. She hugs me. She smells like soap and coffee. We sit. I order a small black coffee too. Lauren talks a lot. She is happy and stressed at the same time. She works as a pediatric nurse at a children's hospital out in the suburbs. The flower shop is late with her wedding flowers. The cake bakery sent the order to the wrong address. Her mom doesn't like the napkin color. It's just stress, you know? Lauren says. She laughs. It's all small stuff. I know. There is a small ring of water on the table from the bottom of my coffee cup. The ring grows wider as we talk. My eyes go to the ring sometimes. Her face is hard to look at the whole time. She asks me, "Are you and Brandon close?" I pause. My hands feel cold around the warm cup. We sit next to each other, I say. He talks about you sometimes. Lauren smiles. He says you're funny. He says you don't like orange Skittles. My breath stops for a second. He told her about me, like a coworker, like a small office story. I am the girl who hates orange Skittles. That is all I am to him in this room. A quick joke for his car ride home with his fiancée. Lauren talks more. About Brandon. About 8 years together. About how he is not perfect. He forgets to text back, she says. He doesn't like sushi. He was sad for a few months last year when his dad died. But he came back. He always comes back. In my head. That was the month he kissed me for the first time, Lauren goes on. I'm so excited. We waited so long. He proposed 3 years ago, but we wanted to save up first. We bought a small house in March. It's tiny, but it's ours. I want to speak. There are 4 sentences in my mouth. I can say them and everything will change for her. He cheated on you, with me. For 4 months. He planned to stop after the wedding. 4 sentences. They sit in my mouth. The water ring under my cup grows wider. I swallow them. I don't say anything. Are you okay? Lauren asks. You look pale. My face goes back to normal. I smile. I didn't sleep well last night. Sorry. We sit 40 more minutes. She talks about her wedding dress. She lost 8 pounds for it. She is worried it doesn't fit anymore. She asks if I want to come see the dress at her mom's house next week. I say no, polite. I tell her I have a family thing. We hug at the Starbucks door. She is real. She is warm. She thanks me for wanting to give a wedding gift from the team. I say I'll text her later. I sit in my car in the parking lot for 20 minutes. I don't start the engine. There are no tears. My plan was to tell her the truth. The truth stayed in my mouth instead. I don't know if that was right or selfish. Maybe both at the same time. Maybe I didn't tell her because I was scared. Maybe I didn't tell her because she was too happy. Maybe I didn't tell her because I didn't want to be the woman who broke her wedding. Maybe I didn't tell her because I wanted to hate Brandon alone, in my own apartment, without sharing it with her. My drive home is quiet. I don't text Lauren that night. I don't text her the next day either. The wedding is on a Saturday in November. I am not invited. I do not want to be invited. There is no Instagram for me that day. Lauren's profile stays unread. I clean my apartment. I do my laundry. The kitchen has tomato soup from a Campbell's can. I watch a long cooking show on my couch. The day passes. I go to bed early. Monday morning, the elevator bell goes. Ding. The doors open. Brandon walks into the office. There is a new gold ring on his finger. The skin under it is still pale. There is a small tan line above the ring. His face is tan all over. He went to Cancun for a week with Lauren. There is a new picture frame on his desk, a wedding photo. Him and Lauren at a vineyard outside town. She wears a long white dress. He kisses her on the forehead, the same way he hugged her at the front desk that morning 4 weeks ago. My path goes past his desk to my cubicle. I don't stop. I don't look at the photo. My eyes stay straight ahead. Brandon looks at me. Morning, he says. Morning, I say. We work all day, 5 feet apart, like every day for the past 14 months. I answer emails. There are customer support calls in the afternoon. My lunch is alone in the break room. I come back to my desk. The day goes on. At 3 p.m., Brandon stands up. He goes to the coffee machine. He stops at my desk first. Haley, he says. I look up. Are you okay? I smile. It is a small smile. I'm fine, Brandon. If you need to switch desks, I can ask HR. I won't say why. I'll think of a reason. I don't need to switch desks. Are you sure? Yes. He walks on. I turn back to my screen. This is the truth I don't want to say out loud. There is no good way to leave this job. I need the paycheck. I just got promoted last month. Junior level. It took me 18 months to get here. My rent is due Friday, $890. My checking account has $312 in it. There is $400 on a credit card. Quitting is not an option. Not for a month, not for a week, so I will sit next to him every day. The wedding frame will be on his desk every day. I will say morning every day. This is the part no one talks about on Instagram. The part no one writes about in breakup books. Sometimes you can't leave. You have to stay. You have to work. You have to live like normal. You have to smile when you walk past the wedding photo of the man who kissed you on a Tuesday night 4 weeks ago. I go home that Monday. I make a PB&J sandwich, Wonder Bread, Jif peanut butter, Smucker's grape jelly. I eat it whole, like a kid. The water comes from the tap. There are no tears. I'm not in the mood to cry. I go to bed at 9:30. The sheets are cold. I pull the blanket up to my chin. Tuesday morning. The alarm goes off at 7. I shower, brush my teeth, drink coffee. The drive to work is short. I park, ride the elevator up, sit in the same chair. 4A. Brandon's desk is right next to mine. The wedding frame is there. Lauren's face is to my left when I reach for my mouse. I start a new week. 1 year later, November of the next year, I am 26 now. There was another promotion to team lead. My salary is $51,000 a year. There is a small office for me at the corner of the floor. But every morning, the walk to my office still goes past 4B. Brandon still sits there. The wedding frame is still on his desk. Lauren and Brandon got a dog this summer, a golden retriever named Biscuit. He hung a picture of the dog up next to the wedding photo. The dog is tan and gold and sweet. It is Wednesday, 12:14 p.m. My lunch today is in the break room. PB&J sandwich. The sandwich is from home. Wonder Bread, Jif peanut butter, Smucker's grape jelly, the same brands my mom bought when I was 12. Some things don't change. I eat alone today. Brandon walks in. He has a blue lunchbox. Lauren makes his sandwich every morning. The truth of that is easy to guess. He sits at a different table, 2 tables apart from me. He opens his lunchbox. There is a turkey sandwich and an apple inside. Lauren cut the sandwich in half. Haley, he says. Hi, Brandon. We eat. It is quiet. Not a heavy quiet, just a normal quiet. The kind of quiet 2 coworkers have. After 5 minutes, Brandon speaks again. Lauren asked about you last week. She said she liked you. From that one time you got coffee, I stopped chewing for a second. Then I keep chewing. Tell her I said hi. I say, I will. We eat in silence. This is the kind of polite I learned in the past year. There is a way to say hi without showing your face. There is a way to walk past a desk and not look at the photo. The small skills came one by one. Lauren shows up at office holiday parties sometimes. I met her 3 times this year. She is still warm. She still doesn't know. She still hugs me when she sees me. She thinks I'm a friend. Hinge messages stay unread on my phone. The app is gone. I deleted it a few months ago. I don't date. Not because I'm hurt. The hurt got smaller. The reason is simple. There is no trust in my own judgment anymore. Brandon finishes his lunch. He stands up. He takes his lunchbox to the sink. He rinses his coffee cup. See you, he says on his way out. See you, Brandon. There is 1 more minute at the table. I finish the sandwich. The grape jelly is sweet. It tastes like being 12. There is water from an Aquafina bottle. The bottle goes in the recycling bin. I stand up. I walk back to my office. Brandon took something. I handed it to him first. The heart doesn't come back the way it left. I know that now. The day has just this lunch, just this desk, just the next email in my inbox. I click it open.
Alright, we just finished the story and I have to talk about this one. First off, Brandon saying he probably stopped after the wedding. Probably? Honestly, that hurt worse than the cheating. And the orange Skittles. Come on, he's used the exact same trick on Harley. But here's where I'm torn. Harley staying quiet at Starbucks. Half of me was screaming at the screen. Tell her, she deserves to know. But the other half? I got it. Lauren was so happy, and the wedding was just weeks away. Nobody wants to drop the bomb, right? Still, I think I would have told her. Also, that pink lunch box with the rabbit sticker, that tiny detail hit so hard. Harley knew instantly. So tell me, if it were Harley, would you tell Lauren or keep quiet? Be honest. Drop your comment below and I will read it all. Thank you for watching.